Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Nadun Sirivardhana. Let's have a look at the headlines. Sri Lanka strengthens security ties with neighbouring nations. Colombo land prices sees a notable increase. News in detail. A pivotal meeting took place at the Presidential Secretariat in Colombo between Indian National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe recently. In a related development, the member states of the Colombo Security Conclave, Sri Lanka, India, Maldives and Mauritius, signed the Charter and MOU for the establishment of a CSC Secretariat. The discussions were focused on enhancing economic cooperation, strengthening defence ties and fostering regional collaboration between the two neighbouring nations. Indian National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, National Security Advisor of Maldives Ibrahim Latif, High Commissioner of the Republic of Mauritius Hayamdoyal Dilum and Senior Advisor to the President on National Security of Sri Lanka Sagala Ratnayaka formally endorsed the documents on behalf of their respective nations. The CSC operates under 5 key pillars of cooperation: maritime safety and security, countering terrorism and radicalization, combating trafficking and transnational organized crime, cybersecurity and protection of critical infrastructure and technology, and humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. The core objective of the Colombo Security Conclave is to promote regional security by addressing transnational threats and challenges common to its member states. During the ceremony, Presidential Advisor Sagala Ratnayaka emphasized the evolving nature of national security, noting that now it extends beyond external threats to managing internal challenges arising from new technologies. The Presidential Advisor for National Security elaborated that the need for regional collaboration to tackle these issues is necessary.
Sri Lanka is honoured to host this event, especially being home to the permanent secretariat of the Colombo Security Conclave, and is a demonstration of our dedication in addressing the complex security issues that impact us all. Our collective commitment to the 5 fundamental pillars and the objectives of the Colombo Security Conclave will be crucial in shaping a future where peace, stability and prosperity are not just aspirations but tangible realities. In a world characterized by rapid change and evolving threats, our efforts should focus on further strengthening regional partnerships, sharing intelligence, and developing collaborative strategies. National security now is not just limited to external threats, but more also to the threats that a government can face by technology advancing rapidly and how you manage this advancement of technology.
Headline inflation, as measured by the year-on-year change in the Colombo Consumer Price Index, has decelerated sharply to 0.5% in August, down from 2.4% in July. This significant slowdown aligns with the projections made by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Food inflation also saw a drop, easing to 0.8% in August from 1.5% the previous month. Similarly, non-food inflation took a sharp turn, declining to 0.4% in August from 2.8% in July. On a month-on-month basis, the CCPI recorded a decline of 1.85% in August, driven by price decreases across both food and non-food categories. Core inflation, which provides a clearer picture of the underlying inflation trends, also eased to 3.6% in August from 4.4% in July. Looking ahead, headline inflation is expected to remain well below the 5% target in the coming months. Over the medium term, inflation is projected to gradually stabilize around the targeted level, supported by appropriate policy measures. Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. The land valuation indicator for Colombo district has shown a notable increase, rising by 6.9% year-on-year in the first half of 2024. This growth has been derived by the substantial increases across all sub-indicators, residential, commercial and industrial, according to a statement released by the central bank recently. Both the residential and commercial LVIs surged by 8.5%, highlighting strong demand in these sectors. The industrial LVI, while still positive, saw a more modest rise of 3.7%. On a semi-annual basis, the overall LVI and its sub-indicators exhibited stronger growth in the first half of 2024 compared to the latter half of 2023. However, it's worth noting that the industrial LVIs continue to lag behind its residential and commercial counterparts. The LVIs reflects the varying nature of land use, which separates sub-indicators for residential, commercial and industrial lands. These sub-indicators are calculated based on the average per perch bare land price within each DS division, with the overall LVI being a simple average of these sub-indicators. Now, the 32nd Annual General Meeting of Sri Lanka Pakistan Business Council was held in Colombo recently. The event was graced by High Commissioner of Pakistan in Sri Lanka, Major General Fahim ul Aziz, and High Commissioner of Sri Lanka in Pakistan, Admiral Ravindra C. Wijegunaratne. During the meeting, Indra Kaushal Rajapaksa was re-elected as President of the SLPBC for the 2024-2025 term. The Vice Presidents elected include Vasantha De Silva and Gayan Madhumarachi. S. Devanayagam will continue to serve as the immediate past President. Both High Commissioners addressed the gathering, reiterating their commitment to facilitating trade, investment and tourism between the two countries. The SLPBC reiterated efforts to building stronger industrial engagements, exploring new business opportunities and fostering greater collaborations to unlock the combined potential of Sri Lanka and Pakistan. One of the key components of this strategy includes facilitating on-arrival visa services for Pakistani visitors, further strengthening ties between the two nations. Finally, Japan has agreed to open up a wider range of job opportunities for Sri Lankans, expanding beyond the fields that have been traditionally available. Director of IM Japan, Masanobu Komiya, along with Acting Director of the Sri Lankan Foreign Employment Bureau, Jeff Gunawardana, and General Manager DDP Senanayaka, held discussions in Colombo recently. Currently, IM Japan is offering job placements to Sri Lankans in sectors such as construction, nursing services, manufacturing, automotive technology, and packaging services. The Japanese representatives have now agreed to extend these opportunities to include fields like agriculture, accommodation services, and building cleaning. The discussions also included plans to create a training pool in Sri Lanka consisting of youths trained in these specific fields, ensuring they are well prepared for employment in Japan. Under the IM Japan program, nearly 500 Sri Lankans have already received technical on-the-job training in Japan, with an additional 100 trainees currently undergoing pre-departure training. Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The All Share Price Index dropped 149.57 points to close at 10,719.50, and the S&P SL20 dropped 51.67 points to close at 3,006.93. The turnover was 0.6 billion rupees and over 30 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.